scientific notation gives us a way to write very big numbers or very small numbers very quickly and in a shortcut kind of way. You've probably heard some numbers written in scientific notation. If you haven't heard of them, you at least know that there are a lot of big numbers out there, like what is it? I think the speed of light. The speed of light. It's this right here. 300, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well that is a big number. That's 300 million, and it goes meters per second. Okay? Well, 3.28 times 10 to the 9th, I think, is maybe 1, 2, 3, or 10 to the 8th. You probably heard that number, or you will hear it a lot when you get into science classes as you get older. Numbers like 0.0000000075, that could be kilograms. That could be how much a dust particle weighs. And it'd be nice if we could write it maybe a little easier than writing out all of those zeros. And so that's what scientific notation gives us. What does it look like? Well, scientific notation consists of two parts. The first part out here is called the coefficient, all right? And it is always a number between 1 and 10. Okay? Always a number between 1 and 10. The second part really is, I guess you could say there's two parts to the second part. There's a base number, which is always 10, and there's an exponent up here. And in order to change numbers from normal to scientific notation, or standard form to scientific notation form, we have to find the coefficient and find the exponent, and we'll be able to do it. So here's how I do it. I have two rules, all right? If you're going to give me a very big number or a very small number and ask me to put it in scientific notation, first step, I am literally going to make a number between 1 and 10. I'm going to take a decimal point, I'm going to put it wherever I need to put it to make a number between 1 and 10. All right? Here's 53,500. Where do I need to put the decimal point to make that a number between 1 and 10? Well, if I put it there, that's 535. If I put it there, that's 53.5. Oh, it goes right there. And so my number between 1 and 10 becomes 5.35. Then there's always going to be this times 10 thing. And then second rule, or second step, is simply count from new to old. From new what to old what? Well, from the new decimal to the old decimal. Here's my new decimal point. Where was the old decimal to begin with? I don't see it. Oh, it was right here. We don't write decimal points out there at the end if there's nothing after them, right? So all I'm going to do is count from the new decimal to the old decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I went 4 to the right. That's a positive idea. Then this number in scientific notation is 5.35 times 10 to the 4th. Okay? Number between 1 and 10, count from your new to old. If you count to the right, then you know your exponent is going to be positive. But if you count to the left from new to old, your exponent is going to be negative. Okay, let's do it. Where do I need to put the decimal here to make it a number between 1 and 10? Well, it's got to go right here. 5.43 times 10 to that. Let's count from my new decimal to my old decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I went to the right, so I know it's a positive 7. Scientific notation. Here's one. It's a very small number. Make it a number between 1 and 10. Well, that's right there. 2.17 times 10 to the, count from your new to your old, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I counted to the left, so I now know that it's a negative exponent. Anytime you see negative exponents in scientific notation, you're dealing with very small numbers. All right? Now, they will actually then ask you to go back to standard form. They'll give you the number in scientific notation. They'll ask you to go back to standard form. And this number right here, this exponent's going to tell you what to do. Since it's a positive 6, all we have to do is move this 6 places to the right. Positive means go to the right. And so if I go 1, I've got the 5 and the 4. I got to go 5 more places, don't I? And I know that that's just going to add in 5 more zeros. I didn't just add 6 zeros, though. Don't mess that up. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to the right. Okay? And I got 5,400,000. 3.21 times 10 to the negative third. Uh-oh. Negative exponent. Which way am I going to move? I'm going to move back to the left. So here we go. 1. I still got to go 2 more places, don't I? So I know I can stick 2 zeros out there. Not 3 zeros, but moving once, moving twice, moving 3 times. That gives me 2 places, 4 zeros. And there's my number. All right? Good luck.